Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening as the Blade Runners will look to defend their titles up against the team of Inoki and Naito, otherwise known as the New Orient Express. And I have to say, this should garner fireworks. I'm glad you stuck around and watched the entire show, and I do hope that you enjoyed. This match will certainly be worth your while. Inoki took Naito under his wing, under his tutelage, in hopes of gaining all the titles that TCW has to offer. Okada, another member under the Inoki learning tree, just won the US titles, and picking up the duos titles would be a huge team victory. Warrior will face off with Inoki first. Warrior, a former Ultimate Champion, having lost those titles just last week at Soul Survivor in the main event against The Undertaker. Sting, a former US title holder, the inaugural. Warrior, the inaugural Ultimate Champion as well. The Blade Runners have held every title that TCW has to offer, and Inoki and Naito could care less. They obviously want the title, but they will not be intimidated nor bullied. These two have the technical prowess that it takes to climb to the top of TCW, and they are going to look to do that tonight. Blade Runners, on the other hand, have looked like the very best tag team, in my opinion. Now, obviously, with Bruiser and Stan Hansen winning the Alliance tag titles, there is some speculation at hand. Perhaps we need to have a title v title matchup. That would certainly be very interesting for sure, but first, the Blade Runners will need to win if they would want to unify those titles. Now, Inoki and Naito, I know for certain, would not mind at all slipping right into that spot as the top tag team. Now, all four members certainly great singles competitors. Obviously, I pointed out the accolades of Sting and the Warrior, but the Blade Runners so far won their tag titles against the New Orient Express originally, a team that did not have Inoki. Now Sting showing off his tremendous strength. This will be a very interesting matchup for sure. Naito, technically gifted, has a lot of slick maneuvers. Inoki has a tremendous MMA background. His striking is next level, and his submissions are out of this world. The strength of Sting and Warrior will certainly be their go-to upper hand in the matchup. May have been perhaps the most powerful tag team we have seen yet. Now, a very important and interesting thread that should be remembered moving forward. The Blade Runners defeated Hanson and Brody in their group. One-on-one, they defeated them in the group stage. However, Hanson and Brody would go on to win the titles in the end. So there's definitely an argument to be made regardless of whether they retain tonight, and obviously the Blade Runners want to retain tonight. But it should be noted that they did secure a victory over Hanson and Brody. So we will likely be seeing those Alliance tag titles put on the line against Sting and the Warrior before they are defended abroad against the other promotions' top tag teams. What a shoulder tackle there by the Warrior. He has tremendous strength without a doubt. Perhaps one of the strongest competitors on the roster among the likes of Hogan and Lesnar. He's been to the mountaintop. He's held 2 titles at once. The Warrior is definitely a man to be reckoned with on the TCW roster. But did he peak too soon? I guess we'll have to stay tuned and follow the Warrior's path to see whether the proverbial rocket ship has ran out of juice. And he really does it like no other. Inoki trying to neutralize the power advantage that Warrior has been enjoying in this matchup. I mean, those shoulder tackles can knock you into next week if you're not prepared or you don't have your head on a swivel. Inoki has seen all walks of life. He's been a top guy for so very long. Now Sting looking to get involved, and Naito scurries away without getting his hands dirty. Perhaps he's unsure how to react, but Warrior was looking to end it pretty quickly there. But now an octopus hold. And that is going to be one of the few ways that Inoki is going to be able to stay in this matchup. He has to neutralize the strength of the Warrior one way or another, and he has a pin applied, but Naito able to break it up. Inoki's been in there for quite a while. Perhaps he thinks that Naito is not ready, perhaps, or maybe he's just been on the defensive so much he hasn't had time to tag in. I guess that answers it for you, as action is getting uncomfortably close to the announce table. And this is a full-out melee as all 4 competitors are brawling here on the outside with no threat of count out. Count out has been taken off the table. DQ will be the only way that the Blade Runners would be able to lose and retain, and I wouldn't find that very likely because Blade Runners would probably rather lose a clean match than retain in a way like that. They would never lose through their own fruition, obviously. And I think the Warrior might be able to pull it out. Naito not coming to the aid of Inoki, and it costs them an opportunity to win the tag titles, and the Blade Runners will retain in the main event, and they remain the top tag in TCW. Perhaps we'll need to see Bruiser and Hanson face them down the line. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, I would ask that you like and subscribe, as it would be greatly appreciated. Expect new content quickly, and enjoy the rest of your day or night. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.